Hello and welcome. My name is Shelby Osborne. I am currently a sophomore honors and a senior English teacher at Hesperia High School. Um, I'm going to do this video style just because I like talking about my experiences. It's way harder for me to write them because I feel like there's a lot of inflection and there's a lot of things that don't really come across in writing. So I'm going to talk about these things. The first thing is just this question, why do I teach? And I feel like that is such a loaded question, and it seems like a simple one, but there's really no way to answer that question because it's a million different things. This job is tiring and sometimes heartbreaking and frustrating, and it has made me more exhausted than I've ever been in my entire life. But on top of all those things, it's also been super rewarding. And I think one of my favorite things about this job is my students. And while they are at times the worst part about the job, I have noticed that my day can be made with just one student. And I think that that is a really remarkable idea, that just impacting one person, just making a difference for one student in a day is something that gives me a sense of accomplishment when I get home and I'm tired and I'm ready to just like relax. I think back about that and the interactions that I had with that student. My teaching philosophy has been made up of rigor, relevance, and relationships, but I put a lot of importance on the relationships that I have with my students because I wouldn't be here if I didn't enjoy them. And I think if I didn't have those positive relationships with these, these kids that I see on a daily basis, I don't think the job would have been worth it. I think that they're the reason why I'm here. They're the reason why I like doing what I do. They're the reason why I put so much effort into so many parts of this job. They're the reason why when I get up and I'm excited about something, it's because I know that that one student is really going to like this, or this other student is going to really have an awesome day today because I know this is the way that they like to learn. And that's why I do it, because just that one student, even if it's just one student a day, really makes a difference in just how I feel at the end of the day. And so even when it's frustrating and there's the kids that misbehave and there's the kids that, don't get it or aren't trying and you just get frustrated because you can't do it for them, the one student in the day that really had a great day and that really enjoyed what happened in my classroom, that's why I do it. I also really focus on trying to build experiences for my students because they may not remember ACE format. They may not remember how to properly outline an argumentative essay. They may not remember the theme of Frankenstein, but they definitely will remember that day that they came into class and I was wearing a Frankenstein mask. They will 100% remember the day where we came to class and I set up the room to look like we had just crash landed for Lord of the Flies. They're going to remember those crazy, weird things, and hopefully that sticks with them. I want them to have experiences in my classroom that when they are older and talking to their kids about it, they can say, I had that one crazy English teacher that pretended that our classroom was a collectivist society for a day, or my crazy classroom that put a Christmas tree up in April because it's a poetry. There are so many things that I just want them to remember. Not all of them are academic. A lot of them is just the way that they felt in this classroom, and I think that that's also why I do it. I think that I want them to have a certain feeling when they leave my classroom that, they were cared about, that I really wanted them to succeed, and that I also wanted them to enjoy what they were doing. School is hard. School is stressful, and on top of school, they have home lives and jobs and activities, and I just want them to feel like when they're in my classroom that they have somebody on their side. And by building those experiences for them and giving them something that they can build off of or remember when they're 50, that's why I do it. I want them to have that feeling. That's why I do this job.